today I have some brand new and new to me Marc and Avon makeup to show you guys. Some of this is limited edition and some of it will be part of the regular lineup. So let's go ahead and start with the limited edition brand new items for the summer. So if you guys watched one of my previous Marc haul videos, you saw that I mentioned the Havana Sol body mist and that we were coming out with an entire Havana Sol summer collection of fashion, jewelry, makeup, and I have my hands on the collection. Well, I have 3 of the 4 pieces of the makeup collection. There is another lipstick, but I didn't get it. But I do have these 3. So let's go ahead and get started with these. Let's talk about the Eye Contact Hookup eyeshadow palette first. But first, I need to mention the super cute, adorable packaging. How cute is that? I love it. So this is called Mojitos by the Sea, and I absolutely love this. The shades in here, you get a little mirror. You're getting this gorgeous blue shade. You're getting this beautiful periwinkle and some like really pretty teal shades. I have swatched all of these for you guys already, so you can take a look at them in this short swatch video. Those are beautiful, right? And they're so summery and just, I love them. And I also want to mention that you can use these wet as well. As you can see, this one right here, it hasn't dried yet because I was playing with it just a few moments ago to see how it would look if I used it wet. So when I wetted my brush with makeup setting spray and dipped it in it, and it actually went on really well wet. It just intensified that nice blue color as you guys saw in the swatches. And one of the things I really like about this palette, first of all of these colors feel really soft and smooth. And the thing I like is that you get a good selection of matte shades. For example, these 3 right here are all matte, and these 2 right here are also matte. The other 4 are shimmer shades. So I think that is awesome. That's very versatile because you also get these neutral shades, these like medium brown and more like beigey nude shades as well. And you could totally create an eye look with just this row right here. You could pop this in the crease, this all over, and you could use this more shimmery shade on the brow bone and inner corner if you wanted. And to add a pop of color, you could choose from any of these other ones. I really enjoy this palette. Another thing I like is they are very buildable. Like if you really want to build the color up, you can. If you just want to sheer wash a color, you can totally do that too. But I think it's a very versatile palette, and like I said, you can use these wet. But this is a really great palette, and remember, this is a limited edition eye palette. This retails at full price for $18, so scoop it up while you can. Another amazing product from the Havana Sol collection is the Cheek Magnet Hookup Blush Bronzer. And once again, the box is so pretty and bright and just so summery. This is in the shade Sun and Sand, by the way, and comes in the same packaging. You also get a mirror in it as well, and it is basically a 3-in-1. You're getting a matte pink blush right here, then you're getting more of a peachy coral tone that has shimmer in it right here, and then you're getting a shimmer bronzer as well. You can use each of these shades on their own, like you could dip a brush into just the blush, or you could dip it into just the bronzer and use it, or take a brush and swirl them all together as well. I have already swatched these out for you guys. I've swatched each one individually, and I just swirled my finger through all 3 of them and swatched them out like that as well, so you guys could get a good idea of what these look like. Not only do they swatch out really well, they look great on the cheeks. They are pigmented, but I don't think they're overly pigmented. Like, you know, as soon as you dip your brush in here and put it on your cheeks, you're not going to have clown cheeks. They're pigmented, but not overly pigmented, and they blend out so well. These are just so soft and smooth, and I just love the way that they blend, and they feel so good on the skin. So that is just something I enjoy about them, is how blendable they are. So you could create multiple looks with this. Like I said, you could use them individually, swirl them together, whatever you want. This also retails for $18 as well. And you're basically getting 3 colors in one. So, you know, well, 4 if you blend them all together. So this is another one. And if you were unaware why these are called Hookup palettes, let me show you. This is the eye contact palette, and this is the cheek palette. And you can do this with eye palettes and both of the cheek palettes interchangeable. They all snap together. They have magnets on them, so they just go together, which I think is perfect for travel. They're already perfect travel size. So got your eye palette here, your cheek palette here, you're good to go. And of course, if you just want one, you can take it, but they snap right together, and the magnet on here is pretty strong as well. So I think this is a pretty cool feature that they have. And the other Havana Sol product that's definitely is my favorite of the collection is the Lip Click Full Color Lipstick in the shade Rumba. And once again, the box is absolutely beautiful. There are 2 lipsticks within the Havana Sol line. This one is Rumba, and the other one is, I don't recall what the other one is called, but it's more of a corally pink type of shade, and I wasn't too sure how much wear I would get out of it, but I really was drawn to this Rumba shade because it is a beautiful red shade. Let me show you. It is stunning, right? It is just absolutely beautiful, and this is the one that I did the wear test on. So check that video out so you can see how well this wears on the lips throughout the day. So I won't get into details on that because I already did a specific video talking about how well this wears throughout the day. But what I will say right here is that it doesn't have any glitter in it. It's not a matte finish. It's more of a satin finish. No glitter, no shimmer. But it is a beautiful red shade. The color is gorgeous. The pigment is great, and it feels so comfortable on the lips. Like, it's not sticky, it's not tacky, it doesn't feel dry or anything like that. It just feels so good on the lips. It wears really well. I'm obsessed with it. And another thing that I'm obsessed with is these lip click packages. They are magnetized, so the cap stays on. And this is $12 at its full retail price, which I think is an amazing deal because you're getting awesome pigmentation, great wear time, super comfortable on the lips, and just a fantastic product in general, I think. Once again, this is part of the limited edition line, so definitely scoop it up while you can. Okay, so I have some other products from Marc and Avon. These are not limited edition. They are part of the regular line, and the other Marc product I got is an eyeshadow single in the shade Lush. I already have 3 of the eyeshadow singles from Marc, so I wanted to pick up another one. The shade Lush is the green shade. These come like this here. These are the singles. We do sell a compact that holds 3 of the eyeshadow singles. It is sold separately for $10, I believe. But the eyeshadow singles on their own are $7 each, which is a fantastic price. Once again, this is the shade Lush. It's not matte, but it's got more of like a, I want to say like a satin finish. It definitely doesn't have like chunky glitter. It's definitely satin is what I would call it, because it has like a sheen to it. And I love this green shade. How beautiful is that? That is gorgeous. Not like an olive green or anything like that. I'm not exactly sure what you would call this shade of green, to be totally honest. It's not lime green. It kind of looks it on camera, but it's not. It's like a mid-tone green with a nice sheen to it. And I like it because it seems like with a lot of green eyeshadows, they go instantly deep and dark, and they kind of don't even look green anymore. Like, a lot of times the greens will look almost brown that they're so dark. So I was happy to find a green eyeshadow that's not really deep and dark green. Like, you can still tell it's green, and that's something I appreciate. And that sheen is beautiful. I love this shade. It'll be a great pop of color on the eyes with all the neutrals that I usually wear. So I'm excited to use that. And then I purchased 2 Avon single shadows. These are part of the True Color eyeshadows line. These are the singles, and I picked up 2 shades. These aren't new, but they're new to me. I've never used these particular shades. And I have this shade right here that is called Plum Burgundy, and it is a matte shade, and it looks brown in here, but in person it looks kind of purple because it is a plum shade. But it's got that bit of burgundy to it as well. So it does have a little bit of kick up, fallout, if you will, but I think this is such a beautiful shade. It almost, like I said, it's got that almost brown to it, but then you see the purple tone in it, and I just think it's beautiful. I think it would be a great shade to do a smoky eye with. And this one also builds up really well, so you can make it darker if you want. Like I said, I think this would be great to do a smoky eye with, or even to just blend into the crease for a look. And the next one I got is from the same line, and it's in the shade Midnight Sparkler. Once again, this is one that's new to me. It's not new, it's been out for a while, but I've never used it. And it is this beautiful, shimmery, glittery, midnight blue shade. That is just so stunning, right? Just from, oh, that's beautiful. I love it. I'm obsessed. Normally, I don't go for super, you know, sparkly stuff, but this just looked so good. Like, it's a wearable shimmer. Like, it's sparkly, but it's a color that I'm not going to feel like is like disco on my eyes, you know? I still feel like it's a wearable blue shade. It's kind of black there, but in person, it's definitely navy blue. And I love the shimmer in it. The shimmer is beautiful, and it does have a little bit of fallout, but not a lot. So that is good. But this blue shade is beautiful, right? I mean, look at that. That is just stunning. And you can also build this one up. So that is gorgeous. I love it. It's beautiful. And these eyeshadow singles, the full price of these are just $4 each, which I think is a fantastic deal. Final product I got is also from Avon, and it is a new product. It's been out for not very long now, and it's the True Color, what is this? Ideal Nude Cream Concealer, and here's what the package looks like. I really like the package. It's nice and sleek, and I use it in the shade Fair, which is the lightest shade we carry. It does have just a standard doe foot applicator, so that is really convenient, especially you can just dot it on and blend it in with your fingers, which is usually what I do. So this, I really like this concealer. It's a good shade match. This is, for me, this is one swipe, by the way. Let me add a bit more so you guys can see that better. There we go. This, I think, is such a great concealer. It's so comfortable on the skin. Like, it's not heavy, but I think it provides really good coverage, in my opinion. Like, it covers under the eyes really well. It doesn't crease up. It doesn't feel cakey. And while I'm smoothing it out, it doesn't feel, you know, really thick and cakey, but at the same time, it doesn't feel greasy or, you know, slippery or anything. So that's why I like it. It feels lightweight on my skin, and even though I have more oily prone skin, it doesn't slide around on my face, which is a huge plus if you have oily skin like I do. Concealer comes in 13 shades. Like I said, I'm in the shade Fair, which is the lightest that we carry. The full price of this is $8, and this isn't a matte concealer. This has a natural finish, so it's not matte, but it's not luminous either. It's like somewhere in the middle, which I tend to not go for, because like I said, I have more oily skin and sometimes that emphasizes that, but this one doesn't seem to. It goes on pretty well. I would say it is a good medium coverage concealer, at least for me anyway, but I do have some pretty significant scarring on my skin, so this works really well. It didn't cover my scarring up completely, but it did cover under my eyes really, really well, and it didn't crease or cake or crack or any of that not good stuff. So I really enjoyed this concealer. I use it quite a bit. But anyway, that is all I have for you guys today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't, that was weird. But if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel down below and click the little bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye.